It was a scene Kara wrote into every one of her books. She was known for it in the mystery world. Children, lost, gone, and taken, entered her plots every time. She'd done the therapy thing, understood why she kept coming back to this topic, like a dog to a buried bone. But insight didn't change the fact that all the many ways in which a child could go missing was a central conceit of her work. She finished reading and let the cover fall shut. The attendees started clapping, a rainfall patter not as roaring as the intrusion from the other bigger event in the bookstore, but still nice to hear. As people got up and assembled themselves into a loose line, Kara offered hellos and scribbled her signature in book after book, mentally counting and feeling her eyebrows rise at the number. Maybe she'd make it onto a bestseller list this time. She cast her gaze down the line, which was finally dwindling. 4 more to go, or was it 5? The row of heads, some higher, some lower, took a sudden sharp dip, like a cityscape with a 3 or 4 story building at the end of a series of skyscrapers. Without looking down, Kara penned her name in the book thrust before her. She used a particularly elegant hand, going slow, so as to make sense of what she was seeing. The last person in line was a child. Kara blinked to make sure she hadn't been fooled by a tiny grown-up, but no. Even though she didn't write children's books or even young adult, and the scene she just read would have earned the literary equivalent of an R rating for violence, somebody who didn't look old enough to get into a PG-13 movie by herself was shifting from one brightly sneakered foot to another, clutching a copy of Gone Too Soon to her sunken, heaving chest. Her eyes formed wide, frightened ovals. She kept snatching looks around the bookstore. The man standing in front of Kara left with his copy, and the kid sidled forward. She placed her book down open to the right page. But before Kara could sign it, a sale was a sale after all. The Sharpie she held seized in mid-flight, its swooping K arrested. Something had been written in the spot where she usually inked her name. Kara squinted to decipher the words. The excerpt had been basically memorized, but these words were a mystery. And despite being only 34 years old, Kara needed reading glasses already. All those in front of a screen. In blocky, childish letters, the first word under all the message, I am a missing child.